Previously on Project Zero Wrestling.
There's still a part of me that respects him too much to even remotely try and tarnish his legacy like he's trying to tarnish mine.
I am not afraid to challenge anybody.
And don't worry, Adam Nestle.
I'm confident in myself that I'll be Project Zero Wrestling's heavyweight champion before and after May Madness 10. You cannot run forever. And when you hurt me, it is nothing to what I'm gonna do when I get my hands on you.
Let's get ready to rumble! Breaking your bones. On a warrior with a code. I jam your feet in your face with a fist. Baby, you're strong, but you don't stand a chance. Feel the power of a warrior. Fight, 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 fight. Let's get ready to rumble. Fight, 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 fight.
You're absolutely sure? Nah, that sounds great. That'll be great, man. All right, we'll do that. We'll probably do that next week.
What's up, Playboy? Lose my number? Yeah, you on the phone now.
I'm gonna have to call you back, Steven.
Why don't you give a talk to somebody? Oh, you're getting tall now. Is that it? Is that it?
Can I help you?
Yeah, you can help me. I'm trying to call you, email, fax you. Fact of the matter is, my man Richie's sick, deserves a title shot, and you need to give it to him. Holler at that. You can't say nothing.
I can't do that.
Can't or won't?
Can't.
Ha ha ha, my man. You always come through for me. You giving John Wilson a title shot. That's right, my man. Give me some dap, yo. Give me some dap.
No, it's not John.
No, if it's not Richie, and it's not John, who could it possibly be?
Well, you just interrupted me. I was on the phone with Steven, and he chose his new #1 contender.
Well,
Sure.
hold the phone. Chose? No, Playboy. I'm trying to earn something around here. You tell me that Stevie James gets to pick his opponent? Who does Stevie James pick?
He picked who he felt deserved an opportunity.
Oh, that's rich.
No, it's not Rich. He picked Joey Warner.
Huh?
Joey Warner.
Say that in my good ear. What?
Joey Warner.
You're trying to tell me I'm up in here trying to earn something, get my respect, get what's mine, get what's Richie's, get what John's, and Stevie James gets to pick Joey Warner? Ever since you've been in charge around here, things have gone down the crapper. People get to do whatever they want. They get to pick their opponent. Guess what? Back in NSW, nobody picked their opponent, Playboy. Nobody picked or dictated to me what they were going to do. People had to earn their keep. And you all here, after the Halloween trick-or-treat, letting people pick their opponents. Doesn't fly with me, Playboy. Now you got a choice to make. You need to get your business right. Richie or John. That's all I need to hear.
First of all, I respect you for everything that you've done for me. And it's hard for me to say it, but this ain't NSW, Playboy.
Oh, you went there. You went there, huh? You see, you gonna wrap it around here? That's how you gotta twist it? That's how you gotta make it fold? Huh? That's where you want to bring this? I'm gonna tell you what right now. You are lucky that you're retired. You're lucky that your boots are buried deep in the closet. Otherwise, I'll put you down for good. I ain't got that kind of time to be dealing with you. I'm out. Pick!
Tonight on Project Zero Wrestling Television, a blockbuster main event as Tommy Corbin takes on Corbin best of the best, Richie Sick.
I'm excited, Joe. I mean, remember what happened to them at the Mike Zarba tribute show? I mean, these guys tore the house down. 2 out of 3 falls.
And that was one of the most incredible shows of athleticism I've ever seen. The first 8 minutes of the match, they were connected the entire time.
I know! Listen, this match is going to be close up in smash mouth kind of wrestling that we love.
We are expecting a knockdown, drag-out match, and we promise you that we will not cut the cameras if it goes beyond TV time. This match will be seen in its entirety right here on PZW TV.
I'm ready for a classic.
And also on the program tonight, he's seen it all, he's done it all, and he's going to be telling it all as Adam Nestle sits down in the hot seat as the next participant in our YOUSHOOT series.
I am not interested in anything that man has to say.
Well, that certainly makes one of you, because all of the questions that will be asked to Adam Nestle tonight have been submitted by our fans, and I will tell you this, we have gotten more questions for this man than we did any other person who has sat in that chair. And that is coming up after this blockbuster match. Let's take it to the ring.
Oh, here we go.
You know, for a second there, I didn't know who was coming out, and we haven't heard this song before.
Well, hey, you know who it is now, folks. The Wrestling Machine.
And he is getting ready to take on one of his greatest challengers. I haven't seen a bad match between the two of them in the entire run of PZW.
I know, I'm excited. I don't know why these people aren't excited. Get excited, people. Get excited.
Why would they be excited about the man who in one fell swoop destroyed 2 lifelong friendships and his attraction to the audience?
Listen, all I know is Richie Sick is Mr. Mad Nasty.
And he certainly doesn't care about making any friends.
Would you, if you're getting paid a handsome sum of money? I don't think so. You'd be the same way. You would be absolutely the same way. I know it. Don't even say anything. Look at me that way. No, let's just commentate on the match.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching this man come to the ring. You're spazzing out. I am excited. I am excited about this potentially breathtaking match.
I am excited. This match is going to be amazing. It's going to show athleticism.
And these two do not know what a slow pace is. They are going to kick it into full gear immediately. You just watch. A lockup by Tommy Corbin.
What a great display of athleticism by Richie Sick.
Is that it? That's it. He just... Oh, there's really a replay?
Yeah,
what are we
watch this. Ready,
replaying?
ready?
We're replaying the whole match.
Sick breaks it up with a great shot to the nuts.
He just kicked Tommy Corbin in the groin, and the referee called for the match. You have got to be kidding me.
That was fantastic.
I like it, because you did. You got screwed.
We certainly got screwed. That could have been a great match, but we didn't get that.
What are you talking about, Joe? That match was phenomenal. Best match of the year. Best match I've ever seen. Best match of their series. That match had highs and obviously exceptional lows, but it had everything. It was incredible. 5, if there were 6, 6-star match. That's what I would say.
After this commercial break, Adam Nestle sits in the hot seat to answer all of your questions while I try to contemplate what the hell I just saw.
We'll be right back.
When 15 minutes is not enough for you, go to the brand new interactive PZWrestling.com. Catch up on episodes you may have missed, check out exclusive photos and videos on our Facebook, and join in on the conversation on Twitter for a chance to win free DVDs. For all that and much more, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, PZWrestling.com. It's a .com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3rd PZW YOUSHOOT with Adam Nestle. Adam, how you doing today?
Good, Shane. How are you?
Doing all right. We have a lot of questions from a lot of interested fans. So I guess let's start with the first question we have on here. How did you get started in wrestling?
Basically, I used to do backyard wrestling, even though we're not supposed to say that. We did that for a really long time, and I met a bunch of people doing that. We did that for a really long time at my house, or people don't know, Tony Spencer's house, for a really long time, and then that somehow got us involved with Derek Simonetti,
Derek Simonetti kind of made a super group, I guess you would say, and took 2 places into one, and eventually that led to PZW. I also went into training for wrestling as well to become a professional wrestler, so that kind of went along with PZW at the same time.
Now, why did you name your finisher the Nestle's Crunch and pronounce it like the candy bar instead of your name?
I did that because people were mispronouncing Nestle anyway as Nestle, so I thought I'd beat him to the punch. And at that particular time, I went from being somebody that was hated to somebody that people started to get behind. So I tried to beat him to the punch and name it to Nestle's Crunch so that people would kind of get behind it and realize, okay, this kid can make fun of himself. Otherwise, I didn't want to take myself too seriously.
What is your favorite PZW moment that you were a part of?
There are 2 favorite moments that are tied for me. One is facing my brother, because that's just one of those cool things not everybody gets to do. And when you get in there with your brother, you do some crazy stuff you don't necessarily do with everybody else. The other one, for some odd reason that's tied with me, is Atlee Green, the whole body slam thing. Atlee has a lot of fun, so with that whole thing, getting to body slam him, I guess I should use air quotes, to me was very entertaining.
It looked legitimate to me.
It was. There was no industrial light or magic. That was some real shit right there.
You hear that? George Lucas was not involved.
Google it.
And what was the favorite moment that you weren't a part of?
Hands down, one of the funniest things I've ever seen in PZW was Tony Spencer versus the John Cena bop bag. That, to me, I mean, the fact that he kicked that bop bag and it went outside the ring and like a field goal, it was unbelievable. I mean, you couldn't write that stuff. He just got very lucky the way that thing fell back or fell down. He's a lot more talented than we give him credit for. Let's just put him down.
Alright, here's a deep one here. Why did you buy PZW out from under Derek Simonetti?
People aren't going to agree with me on this one, but this is exactly how I felt at the time, and it's still how I feel. Derek Simonetti, in his speech, said flat out, while he's crying over that PZW title, and I remember watching this and being legitimately upset, he said, "I'm sorry I had to be the one to replace Adam Nestle." Nobody replaces Adam Nestle. Not one person on that roster could replace me. Nobody on our roster can replace anybody. We're all important in our own way, and I thought that was a spit in my face kind of moment because it took away from something that was special. He may not feel that way, but for me, it made me go, all right, asshole, you did that to me, I'm going to do something twice as bad, and I did.
What goes around comes around.
Exactly.
Do you have any funny backstage stories you could tell?
When we would wrestle in Rhode Island, there was a gentleman that would rent the ring to us. His name was Blackheart. And he would be very specific that we would leave the place exactly the way we had seen it when we came in, which is understandable. You don't want to just trash the place, whatever. I remember one specific time before we went in, across the street or down the street, there was a fried chicken place. And my brother Kenny decided he really wanted some fried chicken, so he ate the fried chicken and, just ate it the duration of the day while everybody's, wrestling and whatnot. And then he just, instead of, like everybody else, throwing it on the dumpster on the way out, just left it there for God knows how long, and it reeked of fried chicken. That's not the funny part. The funny part is the next month we came, Blackheart walks in and starts, just berating us all and says, "Why did my fucking place smell like fried chicken?" And immediately he looks over at Malcolm Xavier, because he's the black guy in the room, saying, "Oh, it must have been you." And of course, all hands get thrown up, and it's awful. But really, it's Kenny Nestle and not the black guy in the room that wanted the fried chicken. So Kenny never stood up and said that was me because he didn't want to get in trouble, and the black guy got in trouble. So that's that one.
So this next question is a video submission from a Sony Tensor.
Hi, my name is Sony Tensor, and Adam, I was wondering, what is your opinion of Tony Spencer?
That guy looked awful familiar, don't you think?
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, what do I really think of Tony Spencer? I think he sucks. No, Tony is one of I would say he's one of the most important people in my life. We've been best friends since we were 6 years old. Professionally, like the professional Tony Spencer, I find him incredibly entertaining. He sucks in the ring most of the time. But that doesn't matter because you will always remember a Tony Spencer match because he just is so different from everybody else.
How is your relationship currently with Kenny Nestle?
Currently, it is fantastic. At the end of the day, he's always my brother, so you have that love-hate relationship with him.
Well, would you ever tag team with him?
Yes. Yes, I would, because think of the merchandise alone. Think of the merch we could sell. I would like to think that we would be very suited well. I think we would be very well put together, and for what he lacks, I have, and what I lack, he definitely has. So I think it's one of those things that you never say never.
So the next question, it's actually a question that I'm sure we've all had at one point or another. What exactly is Nestlemania?
You like saying it, don't you?
I do like saying it.
Yeah, of course you do. Well, it's my Twitter handle for one.
WrestleMania season, Nestlemania
yeah, exactly.
season.
There you go. And I just got really lucky with the name Nestle, and it followed me throughout my entire life. And it was Nestle Quick this, Nestle Crunch this, Nestle's chocolate, anything you could think of. I mean, people would sing the jingle to me. I remember I was in the golf team in high school, and they'd say, I'd hit a shot, and they'd be like, Nestles, Nestle makes the very best golfer. They just sing it. I don't know why, but they would. I mean, it's not even like people made fun of me. They just thought it was fun to say. So I just kind of went, you know what? Fuck it. And Nestlemania worked just because I love wrestling. WrestleMania. I literally rhyme with wrestle. How do you not capitalize on that?
Tell us about your rivalry with Atlee Green.
You meet somebody and you just automatically you get them. You click inside, or you click at some level. Atlee knew exactly what I wanted to do, or he automatically, I mean, I wanted to know what he wanted to do, he knew what I wanted, just back and forth, we just clicked. And those matches, or I guess they're not even matches most of the time. The rivalry in general, you can't script that stuff. That was a lot of fun. Atlee is somebody that just kind of gets the entertainment kind of stuff, so I would always work with him when it comes to stuff like that.
What do you think of his recent actions as of late?
Honestly, I mean, who am I to judge? I did the exact same thing, I think, in a different form or fashion, so it's not great. But if I know Derek Simonetti, he's probably gonna, I would hope he'd have to think of something.
What are your thoughts on Stevie James' comments about being champion before and after May Madness?
I find him disrespectful. I find him, I don't know, there's something that eats away at me when I think about that, because it's one of those things that he needs to really think about when he says something, and I don't think he does it on purpose. It's just one of those things that it's the nature of Stevie. He just kind of, it's not one of those, it's like one of those people you meet and they're like, oh, that they say something and it irks you, and they don't think a second about it. They're just like, oh, I just said it as I said it. I didn't really think it was going to hurt you. And I mean, I don't think he's trying to hurt my feelings. I don't think he's an asshole all the time. But if you think you're going to beat me, maybe you should worry about me. Because if you don't make it to May Madness, that's not my fault. I didn't shake the hand of, anybody else. I shook the hand of Stevie James, so I'd expect the gentleman's agreement. But if he wants to go back on that and go against everything that a handshake represents, then, people aren't going to be very happy, because Stevie James is every time he goes out there, he's putting the PZW Championship and the main event of May Madness 10 in jeopardy.
Alright, so the word is, you're a huge fan of Batman. Why?
Batman was the very first superhero I ever knew about as a kid. I watched ad nauseum the Batman movie with Michael Keaton and all those great people in it. I could recite it. As a matter of fact, and this is not a lie, when I literally go down the supermarket aisle, I have a shopping cart and Travel's telling me we do the Joker dance, new and improved Joker products. I mean, I can recite every line of that movie almost, and I don't know. It's something about somebody that doesn't really have a superpower that still becomes some type of a crime fighter. It's interesting to me.
And what do you think of Ben Affleck being cast as Batman in the new Superman movie?
He's gonna crush it. He's gonna crush it.
You're the first person I've heard say that.
It's true. He's gonna crush it, and then you know what happens? It'll end. They won't give him another one. So,
what do you really think of Chris Cortez?
What do I really think of Chris Cortez? Well, he tries so hard to fit in PZW, and it's like that kid that wants to be part of it so bad, but once he's finally accepted, he's like, nah, I don't want it anymore. He changes up what he does more than anybody else, so pick something instead. As a matter of fact, I still think he was one of the... I'm flat out saying it. Chris Cortez was the best referee we ever had. Bar none. Best referee.
I don't care Mr. Fair.
He was
and Mr. Fair. And Mr. Fair.
Mr. Fair went through 5. Yeah. I think he was still the best referee we ever had.
Do you have any regrets from your term as owner of PZW?
That I lost it. If I had kept doing it, I probably would have had a lot more entertainment and a lot of unusual things happen.
Would you have had a lot more Derek Simonetti?
No, absolutely not. If I had my way, Derek Simonetti would have been out of PZW. I would have trimmed a lot of the fat out, actually, of PZW. Yeah. As a matter of fact, it would have been the Adam Nestle show featuring everyone else.
So here is the big question that all of the ladies are wondering. I actually know who sent this. Well, the name is going to be displayed at the bottom of the screen. Are you a virgin?
No. And ask your wife. Hashtag did that bitch.
This is a video submission from Stevie James.
Oh, okay. This should be good.
Hey, Adam. Hey, what's up, man? It's Stevie James here. I don't have anything to ask you or anything. I just wanted to say, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the ring at May Madness. Hope you're having a good time right now. I wish I had you at your prime, but it's okay. It's going to be a great match anyway. I'm really excited. I'll see you in the ring, man.
I'm not even going to dignify this with a response.
There are still some more.